welcome nga pala sa aming podcast, episode 1 ng Ken and Biancs Podcast. Ano bang topics natin or ano bang theme?
The theme today is risk management.
Risk management, okay.
Well, in times like this, and by this I mean too many uncertainties, one should have a plan on how to execute things should the unexpected shit happen.
Very random, no? For an episode 1, yung topic. Ano bang, bigyan lang natin sila ng konteksto, no? Kasi tayo, mag-asawa tayo. Baka hindi nila alam. So, may mga bagay na gusto tayong pag-usapan that we think is important na pag-usapan ng mga mag-asawa o ng mga mag-asawa to prepare for sinasabi mo nga unexpected. Tama?
Yes.
Meron pa bang ibang reason ba natin yung pinag-uusapan?
Marami kasing mga pamilya na nasisira because merong mga bagay na hindi na nila pinagkasunduan kasi hindi nila pinag-usapan kasi akala nila hindi mangyayari.
Yun.
Right?
Okay.
So, it's also one of the things na the reason you need to have it and you need to start talking about it kasi hindi kayo in denial. Kasi you're accepting the fact na for some of these things na we can itemize later, it's inevitable. It's just a matter of time. And let's say hindi nga mangyari, paano kung? Diba? And again, like I said, my premise earlier was, lots of marriages actually fail because the married couple, fail to recognize the issue for what it is and fail to address it the proper way.
Okay. Nako, so talagang importante, no? Base doon sa mga sinabi mo na hindi naman siya typical na pinag-uusapan pero importante siya just in case. So, meron ba tayong specific na i-share about risk management? Kasi sa normal na Pilipino, normal na pamilya, in terms of risk management, ano ba yung most na usual na ginagawa? Kapag may bahay ka, obviously dapat may insurance yung bahay mo, di ba? Kasi nung parang stating an actual date dito, pero at least in my personal experience, nag-start ako mag-explore sa personal insurance nung early 2000, nung nag-start na akong mag-work. So I think meron naman tayong somewhat as a nation an idea in terms of risk management from a personal standpoint. Kasi ano bang sinasabi sa atin ng mga insurance agent na be prepared para sa mga unexpected, yung sinasabi mo, no? Usually ang reason is pag namatay ka, ano mangyayari sa pamilya mo. So yun yung parang bentahe nung panahon ng nag-start yan, no? Nag-start ako at least nung mag-explore ng mga insurance. So ano naman ang difference for families? Ano yung mga option na meron? Parang katuloy sa sales agent dito sa usapan natin.
Hindi naman, not necessarily. Less about financial instruments. One, you should have your individual self be secured first. Why? One of the issues married couples have is medyo magta-tangent tayo ng konti in terms of topic, but this is connected. Is actually responsibilities sa kinalakihan nilang pamilya, hindi sa pamilya nilang binuo. And from an insurance standpoint, may ibang mga tao na may ibang mga mag-asawa ng pinag-aawayan ay why is that your responsibility? Let's say let's say merong something na hindi magandang nangyari sa what should we call it? First family? Should we call it first family? And then it becomes...
First family, ibig sabihin yung pamilya ng asawa mo bago kayo kinasal. Tama ba? Nanay, tatay.
I don't know what it should be called, but for this
Yun nga,
podcast's purpose,
ina-explain ko eh.
let's call it first family. Yes.
Right?
And usually, again, for the lack of insurance, nagiging responsibility ng, yun nga, either nung nanay or nung tatay dun sa nakabuo ng pamilya. So, going back to what I said earlier, if as an individual, muna, hindi yun na-sort out yung mga ganong bagay. Kumbaga nagki-creep, right? May scope creep. Hindi na siya parte ng married life, and yet, naaapektuhan ng married life kasi hindi mo sinort out yung individual responsibilities. So, number one, have the individual responsibilities, if that means insurances, fixed and settled first.
Okay.
And then, like I said, ayoko mag-focus sa financial instruments, but we're already talking about insurance. Maraming klase ng insurances, right? Pero I would say na if you are a newly married couple, life insurance isn't necessarily one of the first things you do. Well, depende. Let's say asawa kayo 40 na and I don't know, you're a bit older maybe. At let's talk about mga pamilya na in their 20s. Let's say mid-20s. Like, ano ba ang mga dapat nyo na focus as a couple? I would say risks when it comes to fluctuations in expenses. So, ano ba ang mga bagay na makaka-apekto sa fluctuations in expenses nyo? Medical ones.
Usually naman ang medical, kung nagtatrabaho ka, meron kang HMO, di ba? Sa company na pinagtatrabaho.
Oh, but what if the HMO won't cover it?
Okay.
So, I don't know if our viewers would notice na in social media or even in the major media, you would notice that there are news na every now and then you would hear news na CKD ng 35, na heart attack ng 38. It doesn't necessarily mean anymore that you need to be in your 60s or 70s to have the usual sakit na usually the older people have. The younger ones also get it too, and it has a lot to do with our lifestyle, our work, high stress jobs, high responsibility, and it's taking a toll.